it's happening in New York, New Jersey, or Long Island, hear about it with Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.
Good morning, Jersey Joe on the radio. It's Monday, man. We are off and running this morning. My goodness gracious. I missed you. I missed you over the weekend. I hope you had a good Memorial Day weekend. Steve Lonegan, former mayor of Bogota and of New Jersey and a Republican candidate for Congress in New Jersey's 5th District. This is a tough run. Steve, kind enough to come this early in the morning. He actually shows up in the studio. Man, you were up and down. How many shows did you do before us, Steve?
About 5. But talking about high energy at 6:45 in the morning.
Oh.
Normally, the only time I get up this early is to go fishing, Joe, so I don't know where the fish are here.
Are you a fisher? Are you a
Big
fisher?
fisherman. I love to fish the Jersey Shore. Yeah.
You do that. My son is a fisher. I can't get into it, Steve, and I want to fish with my son. I am so batty bored out of my mind in 2 minutes.
I think the day after the primary next Tuesday, I'm going to do some blue fishing.
Blue fishing.
Great day.
Oh, you're going to go out in the boat. You go on the boat, though. Do you do
big
it
time, yeah.
No,
I like this surf casting as well.
Surf casting. Can you?
But Jersey has great fish.
Steve
It really
Lonegan,
does.
can you catch fish off the? I don't think
Sure you can.
I'd blowfish. I would catch robins. You know those robin?
Joe, I've gone out for giant tuna, shark,
Whoa.
everything.
Whoa.
Shark fishing out of Montauk. They have a
Yeah.
shark fishing
Yeah,
tournament
yeah,
out of Atlantic
yeah.
City. You'd be surprised how many shark are out there.
You don't get nauseous on the boat, Steve? I get nauseous on the boat. I can't.
No, I take Dramamine before and after while I'm out there. Believe me, I don't want to get nauseous.
Don't you love this when they go, we're going fishing? They go like
Yeah.
this. When you go to the Jersey Shore, they go, we're going fishing. Okay, what do we do? We're going to get up at 3:30, and we're going to start going out, and they go 100 miles out. The day's shot
Well,
already.
that 100-mile trip, Joe, takes like a day and a half.
Yeah.
It usually takes about, seriously, it takes about 8 or 10 hours to
Really?
get out there.
Really?
That's a 24-hour trip. And then you're way out in the middle of the ocean, you're floating, you're like, oh my God, nobody's going to help me if anything goes wrong. And when you're chumming for shark, all of a sudden you see these shark swimming around the boat, and you're like, ooh, it's just me and those sharks.
Yeah, this is maybe not a good idea.
It's almost like politics. Yeah.
Yeah.
Shark are constantly surrounding you. It's great.
The feeding frenzy, man.
It's a great training for politics.
It's a feeding. How's the campaign going?
Oh, we're having a blast. Look, the primaries, the polls will open up 7 days from now, 6 a.m. in the morning. That's when the polls open in New Jersey.
Yeah.
They close at 8 o'clock at night. I feel good about everything. But, after this primary, I got to roll into the general. That's only 5 months away. I only have to raise a couple of $1 million, Joe. So I don't know if you want to fork. That could help me out.
Yeah, sure. I'll talk to my
$2
ex-wife. I'll get a check written immediately. Immediately.
It's a big effort. Things have changed a lot. If you go back 3 months ago, the generic ballot was plus 13 or 15 for the Democrats. That's now tightened up. Mm-hmm. So it's a whole different world. We have the president on the verge of what could be a historic summit with Kim Jong-il in Korea, which could be, an amazing victory if it takes place, although there's a lot of concerns about that. The economy is booming, so I think it would be a great Republican year.
The president with Kim Jong-un and going out and possibly uniting Korea, this is huge. Man, they just can't. They won't give him any credit for this. It's all about the Russia collusion. I was just talking with Frankie about this. This is Steve Lonegan on a national basis. I know you want to talk locally, but on a national basis. This whole thing, this Russia collusion thing, it's scaring me how serious they take it. Like, this is it. Like this, and I talk to intelligent people, but they happen to be liberal Democrats, and they really think it's real. They really think it's real.
I think the vast majority of Americans don't take this seriously and really don't care. You know what they care about? A growing economy, great GDP growth, the lowest unemployment in 20 years.
Yeah.
We're heading for 4% GDP. Young people are going to come out of college and find jobs. This is the first time this millennial generation is going to see what real economic growth looks like. I think a lot of them are going to become Republicans in the next couple of years.
Yeah, so with the blue wave, what do you think?
There is no blue wave.
Ah.
Yeah, it's like a wave on a pond.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as a blue wave. The Democrats are sitting every day, blue wave, please, 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 blue wave. They're lighting novena candles and everything else, but that ain't happening. The only wave that's coming is economic growth, and that's going to lift up Republican electorate.
Yeah, and then maybe, I'm thinking when they say blue wave, historically, in the midterms, they always go against the president, but they're making this such a Trump initiative. Wouldn't it be the wildest thing?
This president has countered the norm over and over again, and I think you're going to see it happen this time. He's going to get out and work hard because he wants to change that narrative. He wants to change history. He's doing it with Korea. He's doing it with our economy, and I think he'll do it with this election. In this upcoming election, here's the Democrats' biggest fear. You're going to see more African Americans, more Latinos, more women, more people from the LGBT community voting Republican than ever before.
Really?
Yeah, I believe so.
Yeah.
Because of the economic growth.
So tell me, so in the 5th, in Congress in Jersey, what's the most important issue in the campaign, Steve?
The economy. Yeah. The economy, jobs, the assault on our American culture, the defense of our borders, our national security. Those are the key issues. Those are the bread and butter issues. The fifth is what's described as a +3 Republican district. That means the district leans Republican. My opponent in the general election has a lot of money. So it's going to be about raising money. But I don't have to outspend my opponent in the general. I have to have enough money to get my message out. Our message wins. Donald Trump won this district 2 years ago, and his numbers are even higher now. So the president's popularity is important. Is it the only thing? It's not the only thing, but it's important. But also my ability to get out there, to articulate the message, to convince people that I'm someone they can trust. I've been in the district my entire life. I was a mayor in this district in one of the most Democrat towns in the district for 12 years.
Yeah.
Elected 3 times. I beat Cory Booker in this district in the 2013 election. Frank, you remember that well?
Absolutely.
That was a big battle.
Yeah.
Those debates were great.
Yeah.
I was outspent by enormous numbers, 6-1. I still beat him in the 5th.
Wow.
So it's going to be a race to watch, Joe.
It's gonna listen. We wish you all the best, and we appreciate you coming in live in the studio.
Thank you.
And but
Love coming in here.
Well, it's a lot of fun. We get crazy and everything. But why is it? And answer me this before we let you go, Steve. Because with respect to my liberal Democrat, how do they keep when you have a governor, for example, in New York, who will release allow cop killers to be released from the parole board, then allow them to vote? Yet, and in New Jersey, when you have a candidate that says we're going to raise $1.5 billion in taxes, how do my liberal Democrat friends, in good conscience, keep voting for these people?
Because they believe in this ideology. They actually believe you can tax your way to prosperity. They think more and bigger government is better for people. They think taking away our Second Amendment rights is their solution to social ills. There's just a completely different mindset. That's just the way they think. I don't hold it against them for thinking that way. I don't agree with them at all. But this is what this election is going to be about. 2 complete different sets of ideology. I'm running against the Murphy-Gottheimer team versus Republican principles and the Republican tax cuts.
All right. Steve Lonegan with Piscopo in the Morning, former mayor and Republican candidate for Congress in New Jersey's 5th District. Thanks for coming in this early in the morning, man.
Thanks, Joe.
I wish we had some food to offer. We have nothing. I have to buy my own breakfast. Huh? No, there's no bagels. We got nothing for you. That's it.
It's a bait and switch.
but we are the only media company in the black, so that's the good news.
It is.
Steve Lonegan, thanks. 651.
Everybody knows this guy. No, everybody knows he can do a radio show. Joe Piscopo. Mornings, 6 to 10 on AM 970. The Answer.